Well, hello. We are here for another day, hours upon hours upon hours of diamond painting. About probably coming up on a third done. But just kind of randomly, I'll get going. And when people arrive, then we'll go from there. I hit that damn Bixby button again. So just so I don't have to sit here in utter silence, I do have a live playing in my ear. I'll try not to get too distracted by that today. Oh, those are some corny ass pickup lines code. Did it hurt? What? When you fell from heaven? I would say I'm glad that I didn't ever have to really deal with the whole pickup line thing, because I don't hold my shit back very well, and I would have just totally laughed in somebody's face coming at me like that. Oop. So, my first video of this, it finally finished downloading last night. Well, early this morning, I guess technically. So I moved it over into the editing app and was going to listen through first and write down timestamps to edit out. And I've decided against doing that because I would literally have to edit out like an hour and 45 minutes of the stream. Because the sound difference, even though I didn't touch the volume button on my Roku, the sound difference between the first movie I was watching and Roger Rabbit was so dramatic that there wasn't even a strain required to hear Roger Rabbit playing in the background on the video. And so I can't just like edit out a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. I would literally have to cut out that entire block of the video. Which, I mean, I suppose I could. It definitely would be easier than going through and, blocking out where it could be heard and where it can't. It'd be less blotchy. Is that even the right word I'm looking for? It'd be less segmenty, I guess. But unfortunately, that was also the part of the video where the most people were actually chatting. So I don't know. I really have to decide whether or not I want to edit that whole block out. I mean, at least you'd still be able to see the progression of the diamond painting on that video, I guess. I don't know. And I don't really think that I don't know how well the notifications work when you don't schedule ahead of time. Well, I mean, I guess they do, because there's a couple creators that I follow that they don't schedule ahead of time. They just hit live when they're ready to go live, and I get those notifications. My ears are really, really, really crackly today. I hate that. Clearly, still not feeling well. In check, I'm glad you got a giggle out of my daughter's comment about, people. There's people out there with a coughing fetish, and I would say, probably is. I mean, there's fetishes for everything. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I remember the excuse me. Other frustration that I have in working with rounds. When when you do work with square drills, there's very little space in between them. But with the rounds, obviously there's not the four corners, so there's space in between. And I really thought about that because I've been doing other craft work on top of this without covering it. And now there's all this stuff in between some of the drills. So I have these lovely little tweezers that I'll have to go through and pick a bunch out. Lesson learned, I guess. Or lesson reminded, I guess is. Only about 10 minutes or so. Morning, Cece. How are you doing today? I've got the link up there too if you wanna bounce in. You gonna be working on your book today? I gotta reach back out to Sassy Susie on reach out to her on IG. So do you mind if I give her your IG? So it would definitely be easier, once an initial introduction is done, for you guys to communicate directly rather than having me as a middle person. Ugh. Knock a bunch of coffee back and type like the world's ending. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna mute so I can blow my nose. So tired of blowing my nose. Where did my pen go? Oh, way over there off to the side. Six. Hold on, I gotta do some math in my head. 7 and 8. Oh, that's why my nose is. My Benadryl's wearing, or my Sudafed's wearing off. I think I still have some here in my craft room. As soon as I get done with this color, I'm gonna look. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the other end of my house and get some out of the medicine cabinet. Nope. I do not have any in here, so I will be right back. Well, Ducky is being super neurotic again today, and she flooded her entire enclosure. Drained her fountain all over the bottom of her cage. Exact. I agree. Because you are a failed foster every time. 2 9s, 3 9s. Some people don't deserve good shit. I agree. They're not giving him up this time. The guy just might have to go. Oh. Well, hopefully the guy's, I mean, obviously he's not okay if he's having to go to the hospital. But you know what I mean. Going to be okay. Mm. It's funny because I'm, I've got a live playing in my ear so that I'm not sitting here in silence. Um, and there's a term being used, which is being used properly, um, which is an odd experience because that doesn't happen a lot. But it brings up a question that I've had, and being in the industry, it's a question that you would think I would know the answer to. Um, when an alcoholic stops drinking, but their behaviors don't change and they still behave as if they were still actively drinking, they call it a dry drunk. But I've always wondered, well, what do you call it when they're not an alcoholic? What do you call it when somebody stops using meth or stops using heroin or stops using benzos, but they still behave as if they are? Because we don't call them a drunk when they're using. So you can't really be a dry drunk when you're not using. But I don't necessarily know that there's, I've never heard of any, trying to figure out. Maybe if I move it up, it won't. Focus. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I think, to the best of my knowledge, hernias are a fairly easy fix. So I have my old S9 hooked up here as my camera. And it's really having some difficulty focusing. I don't know. Did my other phone do that? I don't even know. I don't go back. I don't go back and watch my lives. So I don't know if the 10 has this much trouble focusing as the 9. Of course. I want this gone. Well, and it is cloudy outside today, so I don't know. What the frick is this? Um, I miss my friend. Can you make me some cereal? I love it. Hey, Barbie. Cereal is the solution to everything for her. I love it. That was actually what I ended up having for dinner last night. I was like, I don't have the energy to cook. So I texted your dad before he even got off work to let him know I was just eating cereal for dinner. So he didn't have any hopes of having a fresh cooked meal when he got home last night. He'd be disappointed. Be safe in whatever it is you're doing today, Barbie. Those potential spam calls can go away. Hi and bye. Where is 702? Oh, right there. Amen to the speaker in my ear. You do you, boo. It's the was it don't let, is that saying don't let don't let others dull your shine. That's where I was. I created my channel for the fun of it. To give a safe space. Oops, there's another one. If you don't have haters, you don't really have anything. It's funny. That reminds me when I said, I have arrived. I've been mentioned in Reddit, and not in a bad way. Woof woof. Got one dog running around the front yard anyway. I think that's an H. I like that. As bad as we think we have it at times, always remember that a soldier has it worse because they literally have bullets flying by their heads. And they're risking their life to give you the freedom to speak your mind and have your own channel. Oops. I only needed one. I didn't need three. Ugh. Packing up along. No fair, I can't laugh. I'm sure this is extra boring for people that may be watching this on replay, sitting here quietly. But I was kind of thinking. I mean, I made an effort to do Yellowstone recaps, but not. I wasn't intending them for them to be recaps. I wanted them to be discussion forums, and can't have a discussion when nobody shows up. So they've ended up being just my perspective and quick recap. Um, so I don't think I'm gonna continue. I didn't do last week because I, still wasn't being able to talk very well. But I went in and looked at the analytics, and it's not even. If I was getting a whole lot of views on replay on it, I might consider it. But I'm not even really getting a lot of replay views. I don't think I'm going to waste my time doing anything in the future. Yeah, I know you don't watch Yellowstone. That was kind of the thing, was I didn't from the outset, I didn't want it to be oh, well, here's what happened. It's like, because if you've watched it, you know what happened. And so I didn't want to do it just as a recap. I wanted to do it as a discussion. So people come on, and that's, this is how I saw this scene happen. Did you see something different? What is your interpretation of that? Do you think we're foreshadowing stuff? Where do you think the story is going? And being able to have like back and forth conversation. But can't do that by myself. So, in fact, when I did episode 3, there was 0 live viewers. And so it literally just was a my perspective recap of the show. And then I think it only had like 9 views or something after the fact. So I'm like, ugh. I just don't necessarily think it's worth my time. Spaghetti and meatballs with cannabis. What? Huh? I wonder how you incorporate that into spaghetti and meatballs. he's, he's talking about his edibles. He said he was. I already forgot what he said. Oh, let me rewrite that. He was higher than Jesus on the space shuttle. It was on a 6-hour flight. It's funny. So my disability application is now at 26%. I think it was 24 last time I gave an update. 26% reviewed, but it's still saying it could take up to 190 days, 199 days to complete. Now I do have that 199 day mark put into my calendar, so that I don't know. And it was just kind of it's not like it's going to change things having a date in my calendar. I think in some way it was kind of I don't know, it almost felt like it was good. At least by this point I'll have an answer. But in reality, that isn't necessarily true, because it could happen faster or slower than that. So initially it said 205 days. So I've gained a week, 6 days. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, that they've shortened the review time. I mean, it could be either. They could have got some documentation that they went, this is a bad thing. This is a mark against her. Or they could have gotten some documentation that said, oh, okay, yeah, this is good information, and this helps her. And so it's going to take us less time. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. I just know that 199 days from the day that I turned in my application is June of 2023. And that's a daunting thing anyway, because that's 6 months of trying to figure out how to pay my bills. Just keep my fingers crossed it, goes faster, that they get to a certain point and go, yeah, we don't need to look any further. Let's just approve it. But I don't know if that really exists outside my own hopes and dreams. Spinning around. I guess I'll fill this one while I got it out. Pause. Why is this not focusing? What the frick, man? Close that. Oh, that. Oh, what the hell happened? Don't want the sound on. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it's going to stay. It's like having some issues with the focusing, and then it disconnected. I had to mute out for a sec. Sorry. Trying to find something else to put in my ear. Lesson learned, Facebook. Lesson learned. No more movies playing in the background. Let's go see what new ones are on. Interviews are on. Soft White Underbelly. Oh, a bunch of new ones about fentanyl addictions. One 3 days ago, one 2 days ago, one day ago. Switch devices, huh? Well, seems like we're both having stupid device issues today. Oh, wow. That must be a heavy train rolling by. I don't know if you can see how much my phone is vibrating up here. Like everything is like, it's crazy. Wow. Holy moly. So I'm watching this episode on Software Underbelly. Somebody who is addicted to fentanyl. And she just shared that at the age of 12, she was AR'd and ended up having to have a hysterectomy as a result. You know, that makes me think of that scene in A Time to Kill. I wrote half of it intoxicated. She was, wow, holy crap. She was sold into sex trafficking by her foster parents. And it's interesting. She's talking about memory loss as a result of smoking on foil because of the chemicals that are in aluminum foil. Makes it like very Alzheimer-ish. Where was that one? What? Where's I'm missing? Oh. Little pieces of paper. Little tiny cutoffs. Little corner pieces for making all the homemade envelopes. What a sad episode. You still don't really have a say once you're. Yeah. She was just saying that she doesn't feel like she had a choice in her childhood and how it, you know, and how things went. And she goes, and I realize that you grow up and you become an adult and you make your own choices. I'm like, but you're really not free to make your own choices when you're in active addiction. Ooh, tummy grumble. Oh, that's sad. Just like with childhood that I had, why would I ever think about what I wanted to be when I grew up? Wow. Exactly. 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 On my slow ass computer. Yep. Whew, hooey. I don't know if I can watch this episode right now. Well, there's an honest addict. I've known somebody offered to buy her, give her money. I mean, offered to give her money to go buy a bus ticket to go home. And she asked them to buy the ticket instead of giving her cash, because if they gave her cash, she would just spend it on drugs. Did I talk yesterday about the Goonies house? I can't remember. Anyway, if this is a repeat, my apologies to those watching on replay. But the Goonies house was on the market a whopping 2 days before it sold. It went on the market. Okay. Yeah, it went on the market for 1.65 mil. They haven't disclosed how much it sold for or who bought it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now, a lot of people were like, "Oh, turn it into a museum," da 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 da, which would be cool. But the person that bought it, in the interview that they did, said he's moving his family into it, and that he is a steward of the property until it's time for the next person to take over. Kind of reminds me of that movie. Shit, I can't remember what it's called. Where there's the night, and they have eternal life until the next night comes to replace them. And he, like, when the new night shows up, the old one disintegrates into ashes. That was, I can't remember what movie that was. But that's what it reminded me of when he said he's the steward of the property until next time. So it'd be interesting. I know people are trying to, like, really put the bug out, to, rather than it being his family home, turn it into, an Airbnb or something. But I don't know. If it were me personally, I would feel compelled to restore it back to, to Goonie quality, not what it is now. It's not, it's all pink, or peach and white. And I don't know. There were some videos shown of the inside of the house, and I'm like, that's no longer a Goonies house. It's been renovated so much and modernized, it doesn't look the same. Wow. So yeah, she's kind of talking about the incident where she had ended up having to have the hysterectomy, and it's very much like what happened in A Time to Kill. Oops, there's a free end. Somebody commented on um, my video, my reel on IG for the thing that I made. It's like, cool, thanks. Now I have a new trick. Yes, they do. You don't live a certain way, you don't make a certain amount of money, you don't dress a certain way, people look down on you. Rich people don't have to pay a dime in tax on their taxes, but I'm poor and I gotta pay out my ass. It's pretty sad. She's right. The more money you make, the less you have to pay. She's wrong and she's right. She said her body can handle the fentanyl, so she's safe. Incorrect. But she's now talking about she believes that um, the deaths are purposeful. She's like, because there can't be that many mistakes. Somebody goes out to buy one drug and ends up with fentanyl instead, or laced with fentanyl, and Oh, wow. Oh, more squares mixed with rounds. My hand is going numb. God, it's pretty sad. Her friend was in need of medical care, and she called an ambulance, and because of the circumstances, the paramedics assumed that he was overdosing from the night before. Yeah, he took so much drugs the night before that he's overdosing today. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, Loaded him into the ambulance, and she said it's been 5 days, and he was never checked into any hospital, and she's not seen him since. But the interviewer, Mark, just asked if there was anything she regretted, and she said, yeah, calling an ambulance the other day. How sad is that? That you have to, you shouldn't have to feel bad. You shouldn't be left in a position to feel bad for trying to get help for somebody. And at the end of the day, I think that's the ultimate stigma that still holds really tightly in society against people that are in active addiction, is that they're less than and they deserve less. And that when they're seeking out medical attention, it's always for it's always to get more drugs. And it's like, they're still human beings. Whether they use drugs or not, their body still breaks, their body still gets sick. And if I show up at the hospital because I'm sick, I'm there because I'm sick. I'm not. Yes. Is it common practice to use the hospital for drug seeking? Yes. But, it's that horse and zebra thing again. quit seeing the horse when it walks through the door in your emergency room. Sometimes you need to look for the zebra and see that that person is not there drug seeking, that there is actually something that needs to be addressed. Oh, you sent me a photo. What did she draw? Is that an animal in particular that she drew? Or is she just drawing random animals? Just a kitty cat. Is he cute? I just know that she likes to draw her own animals, so I didn't know if that was her interpretation of either of Callie or Mara. Hold on, I gotta mute. Where's my mouse? It has the hair and its tail. It's cute. I have a bit of a tummy ache today. A tummy ache. I'm a wee bit gassy. Hence and very congested still. Hence the frequent mutings. Oddly enough, I'm actually getting hungry this early. I don't usually eat this early for lunch. It's 1 o'clock. I usually don't eat lunch until 2:30 or so. Well, like I was saying yesterday, I think that whatever this virus is that I have right now, it's moving south into my digestive system and wreaking a little havoc. I'm going to have to pause for a bit. I mean, I keep saying pause, but I have to mute and blow my nose here in a second. And I think what I'll do is I'll just kill a bunch of birds with one stone while I'm out. I'll pull up Mama's Diner video, pick up where it left off yesterday on the Christmas unwrap, and then while I'm away from the computer, go potty, get myself something to drink, blow my nose. Miss Dinah. Is it this one? But it always just says, what? But it's like, but it covers up the time. And I'm like, and I want to say we were around 28 minutes yesterday. Let's pick up at 26 or so. Go over here. Share screen.
Powering on. Ready to pair. Paired.
Chrome tab. It's a good chance for me to get up and stretch my legs and stuff too, so. All right. Enjoy some of the video. All right. There's the.
Hi, how are you today? Good. You might want to turn around a little bit.
I need my water right there. Did you get it? Or you want me to reach it?
All right. So you like sports?
Sorry.
No? What do you like to do? Your hobby? You like sports, set you right up here. How old are you? 5? You're 5? 5 years old. And what was your name? Cassidy? You know what you want for Christmas?
Sorry.
You've been helping out? Helping keep the house clean? Did you help decorate?
She's been doing good. She's been good for the most part.
And you're going to have milk and cookies out for you? I need that energy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And we have carrots for the reindeers ready.
Awesome.
Cass, give me a big smile.
You don't like that.
I have no idea what I'm having
now. Wait a minute and sit right there so your sister can have a turn.
7.
Say hi to Mama.
Your name?
Hi, baby.
Okay.
Didn't I say you could wait? Right in front of Santa, you're not listening. I don't think that's a good choice.
Kind of, there you go. See, that's okay. Yeah, that works. So, you know what you think? There you go. See, now you're thinking. Sounds like you've been pretty good for the most part. So,
All right, let me get my
Christmas coming up. Mom wants a shot.
ready. Give me a smile. Please see what you
Mama, look! Yeah. I got a stone. Somebody lost something.
Hi, how are you doing today?
What do you give Mama's hug?
Your
Say
name
thank
is?
you. Your Chelsea,
Okay.
say thank you.
Thank you, Santa.
Let's go.
You'll be 12 in a month.
We're gonna open it. We're gonna open. You can open back there. Get out of the crowd so everyone else can take their pictures.
For what? For your father? Are you going to help him clean up? We got to help out. That's good. You have a Merry Christmas. Hi, how are you doing? How old are you? 11 years old. And your name is? Daisy? So you know what you're talking about? No? You don't have any idea at all? You don't want to buy it? Skateboard? Any of those stuff? Skateboard? Well, you like skateboard? What other hobbies do you have? Yeah, buddy. I used to play football when I was a little bit younger, but without enough, the reindeer whooped every time. All right, you have a Merry Christmas. Come on. How are you?
Excuse me, sweetheart. Bring your mind Merry Christmas.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
All right, and your name?
Bye, Chelsea. Merry Christmas.
Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
My brother was just helping out at the house. Can you help decorate? So you have just time, so help mom out for the next few days for Christmas and stuff. You'll be all right. All right. We'll see you next year. Just a little, they want to get a picture here for Sorted? Okay, that works. All right, you have a very Merry Christmas. All right.
Bye, guys. See you later. Hurry up and have that baby.
How you doing, buddy?
Really?
How old are you? 10. You're a big 10-year-old. You're a big kid. Like to play sports every day? What's your favorite thing? Soccer? All right, that's a great sport. Keeps you in good shape. Everything else. And you know what you want for Christmas? What's the one thing you want the most? All right. Perfect. You have a very, very Christmas. All right. You bet. Bye. Can I get you to come here and stand, and maybe you can help hold him? How would that be? No, it's just your sister. Your sister's gonna hold him. And then we can stand right here and we can get a picture of all of us together.
Okay, that's yours.
Oh, look at that. Oh, boy. Here.
And that's
You
yours.
got that as well. You go ahead and let him go. How old are you? She's 7. And your age? And good. And your chores all done? Did you help decorate the house? Awesome. Are you gonna have some cookies out for me? I need those cookies, you know. Santa's been losing weight because he hasn't had enough. So I need more cookies this year. All right? You have a Merry Christmas. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. How old are you? 3. And what is your name? What? All right. Have you been good? You know what you want for Christmas? Yeah. Hold that right there.
Ooh, Buzz Lightyear. Awesome.
Look up here and smile. There you go. Nice job. You have a very Merry Christmas.
Say Merry Christmas.
We'll see you next year.
Stay with Uncle.
Hi, how are you? How old are you? 11? Yeah. Your name
I
is?
thought you were going to be next. He got scared.
Huh?
He let her go first. I'll hold him in a
So,
second.
would you like, you know, does it have any? You don't know? Can't think of anything? On a skateboard? All right. That sounds pretty good. So you can help out at home? You have a very Merry Christmas.
Come here, Tiger.
Here, buddy. Here. Here.
There she is. There she is.
Over here. You want to hold this? Would you like to hold this stuff? It's yours. Just hold it. Okay, we'll hold it for you. I'm going to hold that. I'll hold it. Look up here. Look up here.
Cute.
Come on right here, buddy.
All right. Thank you so much. Pictures of it.
Grab her phone for you. Here, she needs to borrow your phone. Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do with this thing? Still live. You always
Don't take pictures of me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Bye, guys. See you later. Thanks, Mama. Thanks, Santa. Thanks, elves. Bye.
That was good timing. Good timing. Good timing. I knew it was getting close. I pulled my grilled cheese sandwich out of my cast iron pan, so I can get my booty butt back in here before the video ended. And I got in here just in time. So I'm going to put my crinkly paper over this. Keep some of my lunch off of my diamond painting. I will not be regaling you with the sounds of my eating, so I will mute in between bites. Gotten a crazy amount of new TikTok and new Instagram followers today. It's bizarre. Seems like every time I turn around, there's another notification coming in. How about if we share some of Mama's cooking videos? I'm not muted. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. This is milk in your mouth. Goodness, right there. Look at that steam coming up. I cut off a piece so that you guys can see. Look at that. That is just milk in your mouth. Goodness, right there. Yeah, baby. Oh my goodness. Yep. Today's going to be a neat day today for this old vegetarian here. All right. Mama just took out some biscuits out of the oven. Yep, there's one missing because, Mama had to test it and make sure it was going to be okay for you. All right. Let's come down and get some Mama's biscuits and gravy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Merry Christmas, everybody. First of the year, you got to come in and see all the changes Mama is making. Okay. See ya. Have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody. All right. All right. We are live at Mama's Diner. We are getting ready to draw the tickets on the 50/50 for the Muddy Misfits, the cute little 4-H kids. Yes, there you are. And there we go. They're kind of spread out all over the place here. Yeah. And see, and there's our youngest little 4-H, little Muddy Misfit right there. Okay. Who are we going to have draw? Brandon. Yell at him. Brandon will be coming out here shortly, so he can draw a name out of the box. And let's see who's the winner.
Liz Engelkey.
Yeah, that was it.
Liz Engelking. All right. Is the winner of the 50/50.
That's it.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you. Put it on speaker. I'm going to.
Yay.
Put it on my phone.
The little Muddy Misfits are these cute little 4-H that Mama's Diner helps support and sponsor, because we just don't have enough kids that get enough fun. Huh? All right. She's not answering?
She will if I call multiple times.
Let me grab my ticket book.
Get off. All right. I need the amount.
Aw, she's not answering.
No, I have 62.50. That's what we're going with right now. What? Why? No, you're gonna push me off this chair. I've known you for
We're trying to get a hold of the person that won. And they don't seem to be answering.
Hey Liz, it's Kim. We are at Mama's Diner for the 50/50 raffle drawing, and you just won yourself $562.
All right.
I'm gonna send her a text message.
Okay. Well, we left her a message. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
I had actually forgotten that she sponsored the local 4-H club as well. So not only does she provide them with the space to hold their meetings, but she also um, assists them with fundraisers and financially supports them as well. So just as a reminder, it is because of the great person that Mama Lori Dale is to our community, is why I'm doing this fundraiser for her. So she can give the little folks of Benton City their best Christmas this year. So is she walking with a friend or a friend? Is it like a Ben friend? So it's a friend. My camera is having difficulty focusing again. So I tried kicking it out, removing it from the stream and adding it back in, and that didn't work. Might have to drop it out of StreamYard completely and come back in and try again. Is that different than the one that's on your refrigerator? A different friend or that same one? That's what I figured. It sure feels weird. Feels weird. Feels weird. Hold on. That was an gnarly cough. It feels weird to be the only person online right now. At least what's coming up on my my feed. What's today's prompts for the Defember? Defember. I find it. Right there. Let's see. Today is the 6th. Ooh, feathers and a bingo card. I'd have to print a bingo card out. I don't think I have any in my stash. But I do have feathers that I've been wanting to use. Wonder what they chose for an animal today. Kids making you be social. Uh-huh. Trying to figure out why I didn't have any volume. Oh, my headphones are still plugged in. So, Louisa Heinzel. What is their animal going to be today? Feathers. Yeah, Bingo Karte. Bingo Karte is bingo card in German. Bingo Karte. Ooh, what's the animal and what snack did she get? Ooh, today is an elephant. Also, part of this challenge is the two. They are exchanging part of when they open the package that shows the animal for the day. There's an international candy included, so they're doing taste taste testings. Louisa is using one of her collage masterboards in a project for today. She said because it makes her think of elephant skin. Interesting. That was funny. She's like, if you're going to cut through a masterboard, make sure you have really good scissors and really good paper trimmer, or just use scissors. Let's see. Trying to figure out where I'm at. Have you played with your oxides yet? Oh, now you're driving. Peel that off. I'm going to double check and see if any of these need to be refilled before I get started doing more. Let's see. Still dealing with my mix-up from setting this up, not realizing that it was circles instead of squares. You can't stuff these little things back in the bag once they're out without making a huge mess. So I've been filling this one out of that Ziploc bag since the beginning. Oh, I see what she's doing. Oh, everything's pretty good. It's always interesting listening to a video. People that are from other countries, and even though they're speaking English, their native accent still comes through really thick. And Louisa, who's it's actually not her real name. She explained that in a video once, how she began to use the name Lisa Heinzel. Yeah, she's from Germany. And I love watching her crafting videos. Am I on the right color? Yes. Mute. Well, that sneeze came out of nowhere. I almost wasn't able to mute fast enough. Well, I had somebody just pop in briefly, and I was going to say hi, but before I could get back unmuted, they were gone. Whoever you were, thanks for stopping in. Need some more wares. This stash thingy. Let's see. Copyright free music. I can never remember what damn website that I. They're more BAM. You know what I mean? Seedless preserves. Lucky you can find yours, Louisa. Mine is still lost. Definitely think I need to make a playlist of copyright free music that I can just play in the background for moments like this when I don't have any talkers and I don't really have anything to talk about. Yeah, feathers and elephant. I didn't really think about that. It's not usually something you would see together. Be right back. Muting. Woo-wee. That was good timing. I had to mute out so I could sneeze. Doing good today, Miss Sally. How are you? Waiting for your daughter. Well, mine is on talk to text sitting in a school parking lot, so she's not talking right now. I'm over here all by myself, twiddling my fingers. So I'm watching some crafting videos, my junk journal people, while I'm doing this, and hopefully find some inspiration, because I'm having some difficulty feeling that the full-on inspiration to being here making stuff. Can pink be too strong? She's asking if pink can be too strong of a color. Yeah. Drying time is snack time. Kind of makes sense, might as well eat while glue is drying. And she's taste testing gummy worms today. Sour on the outside, sweet on the inside. Gummy worms. It's going to be funny. I am multitasking. Because normally I would have, a movie on in here so that I have some background noise. Because I hate sitting in the quiet. But I don't want to get nailed twice, especially not in the same week, by YouTube. So it occurred to me when I figured out that my old phone that doesn't have service to it. Hold on. Oh! The sour lemon face. The package says the truth. That's really sour. So once I discovered that my old phone, I could still record and I still have Wi-Fi access with it so that I can record, I can get onto StreamYard and stuff. I'm like, oh, that frees up my current phone. And I'm like, duh. Now I can play, I can have a stream playing with the headphone on, or I can have music playing or whatever. So that I'm not sitting in silence on my end of things. One downside, obviously, is that, if it's a super engrossing thing that I'm watching, I lose track of where I'm at. Um, um, but yeah, I'm watching one of the people that I really love her stuff that she does for junk journaling, and the challenge that they're doing, it's a daily challenge, but um, the surprise item for the daily challenge also comes with a snack from the other person's country. Um, so yeah, apparently they don't have sour worms in Germany. That was pretty funny. She's like, I realize that my face on camera does not make it like these look good. But I am usually multitasking in one form or fashion. That's the ADD in me. Yeah, that what they did was it's called Defemember. And so they're making ephemera for journals as part of the challenge. So January or December 1st, wow, that ad was really loud in my ear. December 1st through the 25th, I believe it is. Yes, all the way up until Christmas. They have a prompt list that has 2 items on it. And it's a collaboration between 2 creators. And they split those half and half those days and created these little packages that have a mystery third item that you incorporate into the daily activity. And so like one has the odd days and one had the even days. Well, they package them each with a snack from their country and then ship them to each other. So they're during the live streams, they're actually taste testing stuff from the other countries. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Which I've liked that. I mean, I like that. I know when Muzz and Kitty and Cooch all went down to Tennessee, I think is where they went. If memory serves. I know that they did a stream down there of something similar, do a taste test of all these different candies, because with Muzz coming down from Canada, there's things in Canada that we don't have access to, and there's things that we have that she doesn't have access to. So having, somebody from Canada meeting up with somebody from the United States, they took the opportunity to do little taste testings of each other's candies. So that was pretty cool. I would probably be inclined to do something similar if I ever was hooking up and meeting somebody, from another area within the United States, because I've come to realize that too, that there's things that are available in Chicago that are not available here. And I'm sure, the same can be said, in the opposite direction. Some things are regional. So, yeah, it'd be a fun activity. Like I said, if I'm ever in a position to be meeting somebody from a different region, but definitely from another country. I can't go. Well, I can go to Canada. I just can't get back if I go. I don't have the proper documentation to cross the border. Ephemeramber. The more times I say it, the easier it gets and the easier it rolls off the tongue, too. And it was cute, too, because she goes, so each day you have 2 opportunities to be inspired, because she's collaborating with one other creator. And I'm like, there's more than that, because the whole crafting world is participating in the challenge. So, if you just type in their hashtag, there's videos galore. So, in fact, the spinny flippy thing that I made the other day was actually from a completely different creator, but following the prompts of this challenge. And I love when they do stuff like this, because, when you just Google that hashtag, or not Google, search for it in YouTube, it opens up the doorways and you find a whole bunch of other crafters that you didn't even know existed, just because they're participating in this, this challenge. Well, isn't that classic? The grass is always greener on the other side. I bitch and complain about being over here in the desert and it being hot and being dry. But if I packed up and moved to the wet side, I'd be complaining over there about how wet it is. I'd be loving the green, that everything's green instead of brown. But I think it's just human nature, honestly, to have a desire for the things we don't have. It's how you, in my opinion, is how you process through that. Do you allow that want and desire for what you don't have to guide the rest of your space? Or you just kind of, move beyond it. Whew. In fact, I'll let's see. Let's get out of there. Let's turn you so you're upright. So this collaboration is designed by Louisa Heinzel and 49 Butterflies. So it's those 2 creators that are collabing. But by typing their hashtag into Google, there's 49 Dragonflies, Michelle Ray Landry, Her Paper Element, Attic Treasures Inc., which is one I just discovered. I really like her. Let's see. Lily Lulu. Buttons for Brains. I love that name. Never heard it. I mean, I've never heard of any of these people. The Paper Bumblebee. Mimi's Keepsakes. Maud Heimstra. Black Creations, Maria Snook Designs, Unpinned Creative. So yeah, I mean, Louisa and 49 Butterfly or Dragonflies are the ones that put this collab together, but look how many other crafters are participating in it. And that's just the ones that have actually like hashtagged the Defemorembra. So yeah, and I've like never heard of Nikki's Creative Chaos. There's a whole bunch of people that I've never yeah. So Sally, remind me again, do you do like junk journaling and stuff? I'm gonna put the hashtag in the chat. Defemorember. So Defemorember 22. But yeah, that's the challenge that's going on. Yeah, check it out. I like rabbit holes. I fall down them all the time. Well, I think I'm going to fall down them all the time. Let me correct myself. I always say, damn, another rabbit hole for me to go down. And then by the time I sit down to actually go down the rabbit hole, I've done forgot what I was going to rabbit hole about. So I don't actually end up going anywhere. If you do any kind of paper crafting, though, whether you're a card maker or anything like that, you'll find good resources within that group, because a lot of what we put in junk journals is what we would a lot of the same stuff that would go into card decorating or scrapbooking. Well, be safe wherever it is that you're going. Thanks for stopping in. It's time for another cough drop to go in. I've eaten almost all of my cherry ones. I'm going to have to switch over to the lemon ones, and they're not nearly as good. I do definitely feel like I like doing cough drops like candy. Oh yeah, I know how to type. I can spell. I swear. the hell color was that? Dang it. And I put the thing away. This one? Yes. And there's a square and the wrong color to boot. I'm glad that I haven't had to pull my bitch back out. I think I made my point, which was the point. I didn't even go as low as I could have. Just a taste. Weeding out them squares out of this container of circles. Slowly getting rid of them all. Oh. You. Bugs me how quickly those sneezes come on. I try to keep my mouse, try to keep the cursor on the mute button. Then all I have to do is click the button on the mouse. But keep bumping the mouse out of the way, and then I gotta try to get it lined up before the sneeze comes out. Or hold it in until I get muted. I'm sure it's going to be crazy too once I, am in a position and I can actually buy a new microphone. How sensitive those things are going to be to picking up all the background noise. Nope. Trying to get it in position and keep it there. My tummy is talking. And not in a good way. Is your snow melting off, sis? And this is killing my back too, as I'm having to lean way over because it's right down the center strip. Sucks. It's not close to me, so I have to lean into it. Once I get this section done, I'll be able to flip it and get this over here closest to me. Yeah, we're slowly melting off. Unlike your dad, I don't feel compelled to keep the dogs in the house all day just because there's snow on the ground. The garage is open. They can get out of it if they choose. If they want warmth, they can go in the garage. If they just want out of the snow, they can go into the porch. because keeping them inside all day just makes them anxious. So I'm hoping that them running around out there on the grass. Oh, and the hot tub. The dogs all know that they can lay on top of the hot tub to keep warm too. Unfortunately, they know that. But and so hopefully them running around out there will get rid of some more of it. I would love to be able to say, oh, good, there's our one snow for the winter. Done, over. But I was saying yesterday, I think we're in for a really, really harsh winter. I think this is, unfortunately, I think this is just the start of it. Do you remember, sis, was it grout that David covered Jingo's structure with? And I could probably just put this in here just as it is with just the foam, but I was just about done with the cover being dried on, but okay. I may like go on to Walmart.com and order some to ship out to me or something. So yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed, but there was a comment made on my community tab about the PayPal issue. Somebody had commented that they just got nailed on their account as well. Let me pull it up real quick. So the comment was, oops, wrong one. Had to deal with a large purchase made at Lowe's on their PayPal yesterday. So that's now Lowe's, a Walmart. Well, not a Walmart, but the crooks are out there. Protect your crap, and I'd say lock your financial accounts down as much as you can. It is theft season, unfortunately. I was saying on one of the streams yesterday, I'm like, not too much. I mean, my bank, I'm with a credit union, and their fraud department is pretty good. Something like this probably would have got past them because, Walmart, Target, those are places that I do shop. But whenever there's an unusually large purchase or, every time I use my debit card online, their fraud department contacts me because I don't do a lot of online shopping with my debit card. But I love their fraud department. But I had shared that it was a couple years ago. We had a theft ring that was here, and they put card skimmers all over the community and in different places, gas stations, retail outlet stores, banks. I mean, there were skimmers all over the place, and it turned out to be two main guys that were running the entire operation. I don't remember if they ever caught him, but my husband's credit card was one that ended up being compromised at our local Target. And so, of course, we had to go through the mess of getting the money back, getting his credit card, getting his debit card canceled, getting it replaced, getting, all the auto payments, get that. I mean, it was just a hassle fixing all of that. But as a result of that, I definitely keep a closer eye on our accounts, for weird activity. So check with your bank, because one of the features that my bank offers is they'll send you a notification whenever your bank balance reaches a certain amount or whatever. And you can also be notified of individual transactions. So I have had since that incident with Target, because our debit card obviously is attached to our bank. I now have our bank set up that I get emails for every transaction, positive or negative. So every deposit I get an email. Every credit for, because it's a credit union, so we earn interest. Every time the interest goes in, I get an email. Every time there's a transaction going out, whether, debit card or using an ATM, I get an email telling me that it happened, where it was, and how much. So I can be Johnny on the spot addressing any transactions that are not ours. So just a little piece of advice. Check with your bank and see what kind of notifications you can get set up to help protect yourself against some of this. I put that one away, and then I found another one. Pretty common. Oops, and I only needed one, and I got 6 instead. I know I really need to be working on my cross-stitch project. Well, both cross-stitch projects. The one's for Thready Thursday. I haven't worked on it in a couple weeks, but also the cover image for one of the journals that I'm working on. Though I still have to go buy my missing color. Not my missing color, what I ran out of. I will be back anyway. I gotta go potty real quick. Be right back. All right, I'm back. To go deal with my dragon who's in there stressing herself out again. Cover up her cage. I have a not very happy tummy right now either. Got angry belly. Trying to find something to put in my ear. That is not a commercial. I don't want to watch a commercial. For Instacart, no less. Okay, we'll listen to Bobby at the right with the Ride Along Gang for a while. This poor guy, he's an over-the-road driver. And yesterday, or not yesterday, this morning, I mean, he posted a short and a semi passed him and the back door was open and it was full of poop. So driver, as he's driving down the road, is dumping, he's clearing out his trailer essentially of all the cow manure. I'm like, I don't think that's legal. But yeah, poor Bobby got a poo shower as he was being passed. Oh, he's pretty quiet today. Let's see, where's he at? From Jersey, Alabama, toward Amarillo, Texas. Alabama to Tejas. I love watching these driving streams, especially when I'm doing crafts like this. Wow, he is not talking at all. Usually he's pretty talkative. Oh, Jake's. Must be heading down. Yep, he's heading down a hill. I like the driving videos too because it gives me the opportunity to see parts of the country that I wouldn't otherwise. Like, when am I ever going to go to Alabama or Texas? Like, was that my internet or his? Got a text from my sissy. Ugh. Oh, that's not good. Diagnostic mammogram and ultrasound done. MRI. For the MRI, primary called and said there are concerns. Need to talk to the surgeon. Forget what she was getting an MRI done for. Scrolling backwards. Oh, my internet. Hold on, and I will reconnect. Both of my phones blipped at the same time, so that was weird. Reconnect StreamYard again. Mute, because I don't need sound. Enter the studio. Oh, good. Like I say, once again, I have to mess with, but not so much. I was concerned about how much finagling I was going to have to do to get back in frame, but it'd probably be a lot easier to do if I had a webcam. Oh, see, there's my internet screwing up again. And it's weird. It's only doing it on my phones. It's not doing it on the laptop. Oh, maybe. Maybe having some 4G issues. I didn't think about that versus internet issues. I have a 4 gig data plan, so I just keep everything on data. I don't worry about trying to connect to my home network on my phones. Everything draws enough, especially once the husband's home and he's on the PS4. There it goes again. It's like it's going to disconnect completely. It keeps pausing my the video that I'm watching on my other phone. All right. She had got an MRI done because she has lower back pain that radiates when she eats certain things. And I'm like, I get that too. Wait and see what the doc has to say. And I didn't start having that issue until after COVID 2020 when it jacked up all my organs. So I personally think that it's my pancreas acting up, but it's one more of those things where I go in and I state this stuff and doctor does a test and says, nope, everything's normal. It's just your imagination. Okay, if you say so. Not. I get so tired of hearing, oh, the tests are normal. We don't know what's wrong. But the tests are normal. But the tests are normal. I think I'm going to start telling my primary, do you realize you're working with a zebra? Quit telling me my tests are normal, damn it. I'm tired of hearing it. Tests mean absolutely nothing with me. Right now, we're in a waiting game to see what my gut's going to do. So that's a very angry, it's got some angry feels going on. It's making its anger known by the things it is saying. It's definitely a double-edged sword for me because I really miss being able to, being on here doing lives every day. But at the same time, being on the lives takes so much energy out of me, even when I'm doing next to nothing, that it takes me, a long time to recuperate from even the slightest amount of activity. Not only from being sick, but also from being a long hauler. I still have very little energy courtesy of that. It's my tray. I lose my internet. Yep, lost my internet again. This is annoying. Let me turn my data off and see if that helps. Okay, turned my data off. I don't have a whole lot of hopes that that's going to make things better, because now I'm dependent on my satellite that's covered in snow. But my 4G is not working very well today. So we'll see where it goes. And I may just have to end the stream early today. I don't know. We'll see where the internet gods take us. I guess that's one benefit right now to watching this live stream on my other phone is at least I have a heads up when my internet goes stupid. And I tell you how many times I thought I was connected, and I look up and I'm like, oh, I've been kicked off the internet. I didn't even realize it. So. I'm not a type of person that normally goes around reporting other people for their stupidly obnoxious behavior. But I have. There's a Facebook group here. And it says something, I can't even remember. It's about, shaming bad drivers. So they post like pictures of people that, they park and they take up 3 spots, and that kind of stuff. Well, somebody had commented on the right way to turn, to turn. You turn into the lane closest to you. And somebody had made a comment that wasn't truly accurate, because semi drivers have to do it different. And it was like, well, clearly we aren't talking about semis, we're talking about personal vehicles. And I said, well, depending on where you're at, some personal trucks are big enough that you need the assist of the far lane. You don't need both lanes, but you can't just hug the curb and make that right-hand turn without curbing your vehicle. And I said, I gave a specific intersection as an example, because it's an intersection I used to have to deal with on a daily basis, and I know it well. And I know how hard it was for me to maneuver that right-hand turn. And I've seen many other people struggle with making that right-hand turn for the same reason. And, some guy writes back, bullshit, you just need to learn how to drive. Maybe you should go back, have your license. Just being a total jerk. And I just responded, piss off. That was all I said. Just piss off. Well, he writes back, F you, but uses, the full word. And I'm like, that was uncalled for. So I reported to group admins, and they reported it to Facebook. Group admins removed the comment. So this happened yesterday. Group admins removed the comment, and then I'm sitting there eating breakfast this morning, and I get a Facebook notification that this person mentioned me in a comment. And so I go to see what he put, and again he put back what the admins took away. Tagged me and again said, F you. So I tagged group admins again and Facebook again. And I'm like, it's one thing to be, I don't know. It's one thing to be an asshole. It's another to be completely inappropriate. And I feel that his response was completely inappropriate, not to mention to be removed by the administration of the group and turn around and do type the exact same thing back in. So I'm like, you know what? I hope he ends up in Facebook jail for a little bit. That particular group, the admins are constantly saying that, they have zero tolerance for harassment, and which I think is ironic because the whole group is about harassing bad drivers. But for them to have taken the initial post down and him to turn around and repost it, hopefully they stand by their word and take action. Whether that's banning them from the group or putting him in a timeout. It takes a lot for me to block people, just like it does here on YouTube. It takes a lot for me to decide to block somebody on Facebook. There are a couple of people that I've done because I know they're just flat out trolls. And so I just block them and I don't have to deal with them. And this guy may end up in that group. Oh. My tummy hurts. Oh. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to be online right now because I'm getting a really bad stomachache brewing. And I see multiple trips in my future is what I feel coming. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream for now, and I may be back on later. I'm not sure. But for now, peace out.